Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Taylor Burrowes and this is my YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in. I work with hundreds of clients, both male and female, who are single or already coupled, but the ones that are single who are using my vetting system in order to help me match them with an ideal partner typically tend to have this first stumbling block when we're talking about type. They are determined that they have a particular type and that that's a deal breaker for them. And so I have to confront deconstructing this idea of a type as a trap. And here's why. Sexual attraction and desire is absolutely necessary in an ideal relationship. If you remember my formula, logic plus desire plus love equals an ideal relationship, you'll know that feelings, including emotional feelings and sexual feelings, are 2/3 of the puzzle. They're very important, but it's not the only thing. But when I talk about type, I'm not saying that sexual attraction isn't important. I'm saying that being fixed to one particular representation of what you might be sexually attracted to is incorrect. This is quite a complicated discussion because if we're talking about type, we got to talk about sexual orientation as well, because the people we're attracted to is kind of based on our sexual orientation first and foremost. Now, you may or may not believe that your sexual orientation is something that you're born with. Maybe you believe that it has part of nurture element as well. But ultimately, if you're attracted to the opposite sex, let's just say, then you're not born with a particular type. You're not born with an attraction to brunettes or blondes or whatever. You are going to develop that as you mature and as you start to see a pattern in the people that you're sexually attracted to. But if any of you watching have had the experience of being really attracted to someone and having that element really hit the mark, but then fall apart in other areas and you realize what a mess it was and how addicted you got to them just because the sexual attraction piece was so good, you'll know that sexual attraction can oftentimes lead you astray. It can often be the reason why you stay in a bad relationship too long. Don't assume that your sexual attraction for someone is like an on-off switch. It's more like a volume knob, but it's not just based on our physiology. Yes, we have an arousal cycle where men get an erection and women's vaginas lubricate. Yes, I said vagina. So there's definitely going to be that physiological element to show us when we're attracted to someone, but it's also our nervous system. Does our heart rate pick up? Do we have any kind of sweating? Do we get excited and nervous and anxious? A lot of those things are going to be physiologically demonstrated to us. So if we tune into our bodies, we will notice we have a reaction around someone who we're passionate about. Attraction is based on so much more than your biology. Now, you can't negotiate your desire with someone. It has to be innate and genuine, but it goes beyond our physiological response system. It's also energetic, something that's intangible that you can't quite put your fingers on. It's something that you feel and you experience when you're around them. Now, that can also be included with your personality, compatibility, and the aesthetics that you look like, because you can change certain things about your aesthetics. For women, we can change our hair, our makeup, our nails, our wardrobe. And for men, their wardrobe is really important. Their grooming, your accessories. So a lot of these things are in our control, and we can definitely make ourselves more presentable and attractive depending on how we look aesthetically, but also how we behave. Our personalities do have some weight in attraction, and confidence is part of that energetic response too. So don't downplay some of those behaviors that you can learn to exhibit and become more attractive to more people. Another good example of this is fitness level. You can change the way your body looks if you want to be more attractive to more people. Fitness is often one of those must-have/deal breakers that I work with clients on. It's quite common that people will have a must-have/deal breaker around the level of health and fitness that person that they're looking for has to have, because it's really a reflection of your lifestyle and your values. And so that's where the type comes in. The type is relevant when we're talking about some of your core values, but type as a reference to a particular look and a person's physiology or their own aesthetics, that's not necessarily the accurate way to determine sexual attraction potential. Another important element to this when it comes to personality and our behavior that can make us more or less attractive is our masculinity or femininity if we're talking about heterosexual couples who are attracted to each other. Women who are going to display some of the very healthy, positive qualities of their femininity and also masculinity are going to be more attractive to healthy masculine men. And those healthy masculine men are also going to have the right qualities of both masculinity and femininity that the women are going to be more attracted to. So if you think of some of those stereotypical qualities that you're going to be looking for, I mean, confidence is definitely up there, intelligence is up there, strength is up there. You're going to have that determination, that discipline, that fortitude, perseverance, honor, integrity. And for women, it can be that sweetness, that caring, nurturing nature, someone who is quite cooperative, collaborative, maybe agreeable at times, but not necessarily to the point that she becomes a doormat, because that's not attractive to healthy men as well. So there's a lot of elements that are involved in this. And really what I wanted to draw your attention to is how being fixated on a particular body type or look to a person can steer you away from so many vibrant opportunities for a mutual connection that will make you happy and healthy and appreciate your open-mindedness of looking beyond that initial type that you brought to the table. Don't make your type your trap. Consider it a trade-off. You have someone that maybe you have more propensity to be attracted to, but there's a lot more involved in it. Just make sure you have genuine attraction and you'll be just fine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. All of your engagement and support really matters to help the channel grow. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button and stick around for a new video every week. And don't forget to put your comments below. I love to hear from you, and the engagement really helps me discover new topics to talk to you about. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Talk to you soon. Ciao.